welcome to Steam Cleanin. This time, again, it's not going to be Steam Cleanin, it's Switch Cleanin, because it's Pac-Man 99, because... Why? Why does this exist? I don't know. They just want to turn every old-school arcade game into a battle royale. I'm not gonna lie, this one's kind of fun the first time I played it, but besides that, whatever. We're going to be talking about some of the games we have been playing that have been more fun than the game we're showing you right now.
I mean, hey, you know, Battle Royale is a cool concept. It really is. But I wish they would stop trying to force feed it down my throat.
I 100% agree with that. And here's the thing that you guys might hate me for saying. I actually don't think Fortnite's like a bad game. We meme about it a lot. But like, as a whole, I honestly don't think it's that bad. And
I think it's more the community that we hate.
Kids could be playing worse games, honestly.
I really think there could be worse games to play. I just think there's a lot of people who are just god-awful people who play the game.
I mean, I kind of agree with that, that's for sure.
What is... Okay, before we start talking about, like, actual, like, stuff that we're going to talk about, can you tell me what the fuck is going on?
Oh, yeah, the other Pac-Mans that you see are, like, if you run into them, you slow them down.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
and
like,
I
didn't actually know
how do you... So, like, with Tetris, I know you, like... If you get a Tetris, you make it harder for people to win. How the fuck do you win this?
You see how, like, I'm eating the ghost and, like, they're going to other people?
It's kind of more like Mario 38, where...
Mario 35?
It's, or, you know...
38?
That doesn't exist anymore.
I see.
I was gonna say, numbers, man.
I didn't math. I'm a nurse.
I mean, you ain't wrong. Oh, there's 50 left. But yeah, if you're talking about... oh yeah, our topic today was going to be other games that we played that we wanted to tell you guys about. If it's not obvious, and this is going to probably be dating it, but Persona 5. I've literally been, like, completely addicted to that game, and it's so goddamn fun, so yeah. I really don't know what else to say about it. Like, Persona 5 is by far one of the best RPGs I've ever played in my life, so...
Yeah. And that is why we made it go really far in the bracket. Now you understand why.
I mean, didn't win, though.
Didn't win, but I mean, Halo's pretty awesome.
Halo 3 for sure. We're talking about some of those newer Halos. We're fighting a different battle. Oh shit! Slow me down.
We don't talk about the newer Halos because they make me sad. But let's see. A game that I've been playing recently offline is Resident Evil 3. I think I'm almost done with it, but it's been fun. I think it just be on Steam. It just went on sale, so I bought it. And in one sitting, I went through 3/4 of the game because it's really short. But it's pretty fun.
I've been starting to find those kinds of games definitely way more appealing. Where it's like ones that you kind of like beat in one sitting.
Yeah,
because it's tough.
Definitely to get, with like how the way I am right now is I go to work from like 7 to. Usually I end up working late and I don't really get home until like 5 or 6. So I really only have a few free hours before I just go to bed. And the way my weeks are set out is I always see my fiance Fridays through Sunday nights. So I'm never able to play anything at all during those times. And then if we ever plan on recording anything, then I'm obviously recording that, so it takes away from... So I really don't have that many free nights where I can just play whatever I want. So those quick games are kind of what I'm looking for, because I don't even have the time to even think about a 100-hour RPG that I would like to play.
Yeah,
right.
Even if Persona 5 is like a fantastic game, it's just
exactly.
Sometimes
like I'm glad I played it when I had a lot more time on my hands, because... I can't imagine playing it for 2 hours at a time and taking 50 days to beat.
And I mean, it does take a while, and so I mean, I've been playing it a crap ton. So, but like, I hate I'll be honest, I kind of hate the fact that I started streaming it because like I just want to play it off stream. But like, if there's like any big events, I got to make sure to show it to other people because like I got them invested in it too to some degree. Mm-hmm. So it's like. I love the game, and I want to show it off, but there's also times when I want to play it, and I don't want to, like, have to set up a full, like, recording, streaming setup just to do so, you know?
Mm-hmm. You know, I hear you. Then I've also been playing 3D World offline as well, because you gotta be good at it when you... It's not even the levels that we're up to. It's literally just I enjoy running around and being able to actually collect things myself.
Are you saying that when we're playing 3D World, it's actually harder to collect things? How dare
It
you say
is damn near impossible to know what's going on.
that? I don't like the fact that he's accusing us of stuff. That's totally our fault.
Well, it's funny because half the time I feel like we're not even intentionally trolling. It's just like, oh, I'm sprinting and now I just picked you up because it's literally the same button.
It's the same button. It's so bad.
And then you throw them. So again, you're trolling again, but literally all you were really doing is letting go of them.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, the game doesn't care.
It's true. I mean, why would it?
Exactly. But,
I mean, the game
don't
is
get me
like, I
wrong.
feel like the game is kind of designed into those, or like, it's not designed to be exactly that, but it's there to be put you in situations where that's like one of the only options. Otherwise, why would they not make the switchboard platforms bigger? They knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing.
No, they knew exactly what monstrosity they created in the greatest way. I would not want to have 3D World be any different.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Other than maybe the depth perception being...
Yeah.
The amount of times that I have missed the flag because I just do not understand how the game works.
True that.
That's more of a me problem, though.
I was going to say, Pat, like, besides MMOs, have you been playing any other games?
Well, that's the tricky part is because yes and no.
Well, I know you're training for the because you want to get ranked high enough in your PvP MMO, the Final Fantasy.
So that's the thing is I have been doing almost nothing but that because of how like intense the community is for PvP. Mm-hmm. So I really haven't played anything different, but it's effectively like playing a different game because the way PvP works in Final Fantasy, it literally like completely changes the mechanics of the game. Other than the fact that it's still structured on the screen like an MMO, but it completely changes the game. So like I have been doing nothing but grinding for that. I'm currently like 107th and I need to be in the top 100. And I'm
that's
fucking close. Dude. I'm so mad. Because like I keep getting paired with people who suck and don't want to do good, and I'm like, oh, I hate it here. But yeah, I mean, like I unfortunately don't have a whole lot to, you know, add to like actual like single player games that I've been playing because I really haven't been. I did recently get, and once my PvP season is over in like 3 weeks, I do plan on playing some more single player games. So one of the games I actually want to start playing and start learning is called Path of Exile. I don't know if you've heard of that before.
I have.
I have played it before.
Yeah, so Path of Exile, for those of you that don't know, is like kind of like a Diablo style game where it's like top down, beat 'em up, you know, like you have a lot of freedom with how you want to build your character, you know, multi-classing and like a bunch of unique abilities and stuff like that. So it's super cool. I don't even know what that genre of game is called. Is it like I don't know if it's a beat 'em up or whatever.
Yeah, because it's not necessarily a dungeon crawler either. But
right. But anyway, it's
very similar to Diablo 2 specifically.
So here's just for a little bit of context too. Like that's the cool thing is, the reason Path of Exile was created is because Diablo 3 came out. And when Diablo 3 came out, they were like a lot of people were like, "Oh, this is baby mode."
Yeah, because
Diablo 2 was
easy.
So
like, Diablo 2 is really cool.
Yeah, so Diablo 2 has like a really fun tree that like every time you level up, you can do something, and you can really make your character very unique because it didn't really like you literally can just upgrade what you wanted to use, and it was always viable. Diablo 3 changed it where you can only use 4 skills, or I guess 6 if you include like left and right clicking as well. And then they had like all of these set armor pieces, so like you basically, in order to be viable, you had to do a specific build, and that lost a lot of interest because you weren't like I had a necromancer in Diablo 2 that I was literally spawning 30 skeletons, 25 mages, and a gargantuan and a bunch of like, or a golem, I guess was what it was called in Diablo 2. But like, I had so many pets because that's all I put my skill points in, was anything that bred anything. And then I found items that added even more than what you were supposed to. So I literally had 5 more skeletons than what I was even supposed to be allowed to have.
Yeah. But like, so like, that's kind of the motivation for why they made Path of Exile, and that's the reason why. So one of the reasons why I wanted to start playing is because I played the hell out of Diablo 3 and I loved it. Never played any of the older Diablos, but Diablo 3 was really fun. Yeah. And then I have a friend who plays Path of Exile. He's been playing since it came out, and he sent me a YouTube video that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Basically, this guy had made such an OP build on Path of Exile that he no longer was able to calculate the damage per second. Because it did so much damage per second, the numbers were too big. So he literally started measuring his kill count in bosses per second. Wow. So like bosses in Path of Exile and like Diablo and stuff, they're no joke. Like,
yeah, they're
pretty tough. They have a lot of health. They have a lot of mechanics you have to worry about and stuff. This guy was literally like able to kill multiple bosses per second from how much damage he was doing. That's and I'm hilarious. Like, wow, that's insane. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, I want to play that game.
Well, the thing that, because I started playing it with my friend Robbie years ago, was because we were both really into Diablo 2, and you can only play Diablo 2 so many times before you start getting bored of it.
Right.
But what's cool with Path of Exile is not only do you like start in a class that has a certain tree, but the way the tree is set up is it literally all connects to each other. So I can create a mage, and then if I wanted to then like kind of get some assassin skills, I can build the tree in a way that I can actually start getting some assassin skills. So you can be a multi-purpose character, which is super awesome. We never played it much. I don't really remember why. But I would totally be down if you ever make Path of Exile a stream day. I would totally be down to play with you and create a character.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah. Because I've actually been playing a lot of Diablo 3 recently, too, with my friend Robbie. Because a new season came out a few weeks ago, and we liked the sets that they gave you. So I have one very strong barbarian right now.
Pat, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I feel like one of the kinds of games that like I feel like you kind of go towards is games where it does definitely reward you for breaking their battle system.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. If I have the ability to be so creative that I break your game, and then you also say, "Hey, nice job," and then reward me, like that is amazing. Literally, like, oh my god, it's so much fun.
Yeah, instead of patching it up, they just are like, "Oh yeah, no, that was really cool. We're now going to just assume this, and now the next boss fight is even more hellish."
Exactly.
They play to your skills there, where it's just like, yeah, okay, so you broke our system, we're gonna break it again. It's like a fight between the. Yeah. I do like games like that. I feel like the closest I've ever gotten to that is like fighting games, because if you ever like see the people who have actually created the fighting games, and like if you go to tournaments, you're most likely better than the people who created the fighting game.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Like, it's interesting to see like how they would adapt it in a lot of situations.
Yeah. I'm just nerf Greninja.
What?
Just nerf Greninja.
True, Greninja sucks, dude. I mean, I'm gonna get like shit. Probably gonna get a little bit of shit for saying this, but like, I guess Sakurai isn't like the best when it comes down to like a Smash Bros. Game, or like, but like I do feel like when it comes down to it, like if it comes down to somebody who loves the game that he created, like Sakurai definitely like really enjoys what he does. I mean, and I do like.
Oh yeah, you can tell from all of those super cheesy directs that he does when a new character comes out. I love it.
Yeah.
He gets all nerdy about talking about video games and...
Dude, Sakurai's a simp, dude. He was showing off Pyra's feet. Did you see that? He's like, look at the statue. They got her feet right. Like, dude, is that what you're into? You can't just tell the world like that. You got to keep that a secret. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
Sakurai can do what he wants, man.
Sakurai's a foot guy, man. I'm not giving him shit for it. I'm just saying.
Foot fetish, FF.
That's what I'm saying. But like, I don't. But I mean, when it comes down to like, I I think that's like one of the main games that like no matter what happens, like I'll still be playing for a long ass time, and that's Smash Bros. Otherwise, I can't think of like any game that has like captured my attention to that extent ever. So like even if I'm playing the game like Persona 5, I'm still going to be playing games like Smash Bros. So because I don't know, man, they have me hooked. They have me hooked. That's just all it is.
Yeah, I keep getting sort of like home ganged into liking Tekken. I don't think I'm ever gonna be like. I don't think I'm ever gonna play the game because it just seems overwhelming to my inferior Smash Bros. Brain. But like, I keep like in a bunch of my other Discord servers that I'm in, I keep getting invited to like watch tournaments of Tekken, and I'm like, holy shit, this is insane.
Dude, I actually really liked watching some of what was it, Skullgirls? I really enjoyed watching some Skullgirls content. I don't know why. I thought it was like just really fun to watch.
I love those like anime fighters. Like they're really cool.
Under Night in Birth.
Yeah.
Maybe King of Fighters or something like that.
Yeah. I still wish I was able to be good at Dragon Ball Fighters because like that game is so much fun and it's one of my favorite anime of all time, and like I love all the characters. I don't care how unbalanced the game is. I love it. But like I just cannot wrap my head around like more traditional fighters like that.
Well, because the thing that always throws me off with that fighter specifically is not only is it like a traditional fighter and you have to do all these specific inputs to do cool things, but then you also will randomly fly. And then I'm like, now my brain doesn't understand what's going on. How I'm flying, do the inputs change? I don't know.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah. Because I am also a simple brain. I can handle Smash Bros. Because one button does one thing. We don't talk about the DLC people that do insane things and ruin the entire purpose.
Do you want to get specific, Travis? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God. No, we don't talk about the Ryu inputs or the Terry inputs.
Dude, Terry's inputs are definitely the easiest in the game.
Yeah, I'm sure they are easy to learn, but I will refuse to look it up online, and therefore he's a very difficult person to understand.
Honestly, we're gonna get a little hypothetical here, but if it really comes down to like actual fighting games and whatnot, there really isn't like, I hate to say it like this, but there really isn't many motions to learn, and I think Pat's the only person that has played enough fighting games to really vouch for this. But like, you have quarter circle, half circle, sure you can input, and then like a charge motion. Like, there's really only 4 inputs you really have to learn, I guess. Besides that, you can kind of like translate it to every other fighting game because they're all there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably right in that. I mean, there's only so many variations you can do with the controller in general. So,
the craziest one I saw was the pretzel input. There's literally one where you do a motion that looks like a pretzel. It's kind of cool.
Is it a soft pretzel with a lot of salt on it and maybe some hot cheese on the side?
Dude, if so. Dude, that's like one of my favorite snacks to get if I'm ever at a movie theater. Pretzel bites, nacho cheese.
You gotta go to Auntie Anne's, sponsor us. You gotta go to Auntie Anne's. You gotta get the sour cream and onion pretzel.
Sour cream and onion pretzel. I've actually never had that one.
Dude, it's so baller.
I feel like that will be life changing for me, and any normal pretzel will just be ruined for me.
Look, listen, Auntie Anne's, if you're watching this, if for some reason like your Twitter guy or whatever is watching this, just hit me up. I'm ready to shill out. I know we don't have a lot of viewers, but we have enough that it could influence your income. So just hit me up.
If you just sponsor us in general, I will buy enough Auntie Anne's to make up for it.
Honestly, if you just come up to me and say, "Hey, I need you to eat Auntie Anne's every day of your life for the rest of your life, but we'll pay for it," I'll be like, "All right. Cool."
I feel like you just hate Auntie Anne's at the end of it. It doesn't matter who did that. Even if you're talking like some 5-star restaurant person, like, I don't know. Maybe you get like fucking Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri's not a 5-star restaurant. I'm not saying that. But he's the first person I thought of that has a restaurant and that he's a food dude. But like, if Guy Fieri goes up to you and just goes, "Hey man, I'm going to give you, like, I will pay for your food no matter what. I'll always make it for you. But you have to eat my burgers every day of your life." I don't think I would want to do that. Well, the thing with Auntie
Anne's is they do have several different snacks, and plus they're like snacks. It's not like it's an entire meal.
Yeah, but if the situation is you have to eat it every day.
Now, here's the thing.
Every day.
We can talk about this all we want. All right. We can talk about this all we want. But if I have to eat Auntie Anne's for every day for the rest of my life, I'm probably going to die of nutritional shortages because they literally only have pretzels, and the only protein you can get there is like a hot dog.
Oh yeah, the pigs in a blanket.
I'll never eat a vegetable ever again, and I'll die. Okay.
Take me. At least I'll die
but
happy, right?
I'm just saying. At some point, I feel like you wouldn't even really enjoy the food, though.
Oh no, probably.
That's my point. I mean, it's possible. I'll be honest.
I really don't switch up my appetite all too much.
I have eaten a lot of ramen noodles. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, like I gotta throw at least something to keep it interesting. And like, there's certain times where I have to just like go without ramen for like a week or something because I'm just like, no, I just can't eat it. So that's why that's why I'm always worried that like in that kind of hypothetical, I'm like, I don't think I could eat any food every day because I would have to have some kind of variety to keep myself interested. I don't know.
Well, that's why I'm thinking I would change up the excuse me. I would change up the flavor of the pretzel.
So okay, in this hypothetical, could you switch? Could it be like anything on Auntie Anne's menu like right now? Because if so, then maybe that's different. Because I would be able to go probably like a month. I would say I'm just only eating Auntie Anne's menu. I would have to like pick out the pigs in a blanket hot dog, but I mean, like, I'd say it's doable.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, I can eat the same food pretty consistently. Like, I will always have a bowl of cereal every morning for breakfast. I only basically choose between two flavors, cinnamon or honey. Like, I will have, I think in my cabinet right now, I have 7 cereals, and those are the only 2 flavors. They're just of different brands. So I have Cinnamon Life, Cinnamon Oat Cheerios. I had Cinnamon Roll Mini Wheats. And then I had Honey Nut Cheerios, Honeycomb, and I have another oat one. So it's like they're always the same type of flavor, but I'm like, it's different enough. Oh, and then for lunch, I eat literally the same crap every single day. An apple.
I mean,
Coke.
Sandwiches are one of the foods that like can never go old, and there's so many possibilities where you could eat sandwiches for a long ass time.
All right, if you could have any brand or product or any like company sponsor our videos, who would you pick? Does
it have to be good for the channel, or is it just for my own personal enjoyment?
No, just for your own personal enjoyment.
Okay.
So here's how it works, right? Let's assume it's like a good sponsorship. So one, we get paid extra for advertising on our video.
Shadow Legends.
And they're like, hey, you can get this. You can have like some things for free. So like, let's say if we're sponsored by Nike, we get like a free pair of shoes every once in a while.
Okay. Does it have to? Is it any company though?
It could be any company. It could be a video game. It could be a product, like whatever you want. And then name your terms. What are your terms?
Me personally, I would say Gatorade. Mainly because of the fact that, like, ever since high school, I've been honestly, like, hooked on this stuff because it's pretty much what I always do after a workout is I always have, like, a Gatorade or something like that to get the electrolytes back. Like, after every cross-country practice or track practice, I would, like, have a Gatorade afterwards, and it just kind of, like, became my routine. And so it probably isn't the most healthy thing if I drink it without, like, working out or anything like that. But I'm not really a coffee drinker, so if I need something to wake myself up, I actually, like, go to Gatorade more often than like soda because I don't know, it seems healthier. It probably really isn't, but like Gatorade also has like like granola bars, even though they're not the best. Like it has enough there where I feel like it'll be like a versatile enough brand where I feel like it'd be it'd be nice to see on like YouTube videos. I mean, they don't need to. They're already making a shit ton of money anyway, and let's face it, they have like the NBA and MLB and everybody else that's way more famous than us using their shit, but I would have to say Gatorade. But my terms would be, I don't know, just give me a Gatorade a week. I'm cheap, dude. I'll do it for literally just that.
Hell yeah. What about you, Travis?
Oh, man, that's so tough because I'm like, do I want to go for the practicality? Because, like, I drink a Gatorade every single day that I work because when I'm up and about in my nursing home I work at, it's already 1,000 degrees in there, so I'm sweating my ass off on top of rolling fat people. Like, it's a workout. My arms are actually getting bigger, which is incredible because that's a thing I've never had in my life. So I'm like, I could go that route too. Or I can just go the fun route of like, I don't like having to pay $70 for games anymore. So it'd be really cool if PlayStation sponsored us, because then I would just get a free game every now and then, and that's honkadory.
But wouldn't, and sorry to be nitpicky about your choice, Travis, but wouldn't you want Valve then because you mainly play Steam games?
Yeah, but Valve does insane, and I mean absolutely insane sales all the time.
Oh, so you want the games that are expensive? No,
Yeah,
that's
I want the
that's
$70
smart.
games. I don't buy
That's smart,
$70 games on Steam. That's stupid. You wait 2
I just wouldn't
weeks,
buy
it'll be on
$70
sale.
games, man. Dude, I'm becoming a cheapskate when it comes to games. I ain't buying that shit when it's $70. I'll wait for that shit to go on sale.
Exactly. That's the entire purpose of Steam,
The
I
new-
feel like, is to get it when it, it's
Yeah, dude,
actually
the new-
reasonably priced, yeah.
Dude, the new Pokemon Snap came out for $60. I'm not paying $60 for Pokemon Snap.
And the problem is
Fuck
you
that.
know Nintendo, it won't go down in price either.
And it won't, so I just won't play the damn game. Cool.
Yep.
I don't care. I'm not losing sleep over it. Anyway, sorry. I got off topic.
Let's see.
Pat, how about you? What's your dream sponsorship?
You know what's really funny? I asked the question and made you two go first, and still haven't figured out my answer.
Yeah. I mean, I still haven't even committed to one either.
All right, knee-jerk decision then. Knee-jerk reaction. What would it be?
Knee-jerk decision.
Knee-jerk.
I think I would probably go with Riot Games.
Interesting.
You buy that many skins where you want to get free skins.
No, not necessarily free skins. What I want is I want access to this fucking crazy streamer servers they fucking have.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
Like, it seems like when a new champ is released, or like when a new game mode comes out, like when TFT was released, people were waiting for like an hour to get into a game because there was that many people playing, but like streamers were getting in like 6 seconds, right? Mm-hmm. And like when a new champion gets released on like even in the beta, like on the beta servers or in the live game, it's like big popular streamers and content creators always seem to get first pick for some reason.
That makes sense, actually. No.
It does.
That makes
Right?
sense.
They want the advertising.
Exactly.
Out of it, so that makes perfect sense.
That's what I want.
That's fair. No, that's 100% fair.
You know what? I feel
mean,
like
like-
I would want a Square Enix sponsorship. Because I feel like I always like their games a lot. And it'd be really cool to actually get them for free.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, either Square Enix or like Nintendo.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to admit it, like I still think the Switch is one of my favorite platforms. Even though I don't play it as much, but like it's just such a damn good platform. I don't know. Like even now I'm playing this. I'm sorry. We usually in Steam Cleaning we don't even like mention like the game we're playing. But this is Pac-Man 99. I don't know what it is.
I literally forgot you were playing. I haven't even been looking at it.
That's fair. No, but like even for shit like this, like I'll be honest, I have not cared about like playing this, and I'll be honest, time just flies away. If there's something Nintendo is good at, it's this shit. They know how to make a fun ass game, and they're not gonna paywall it ever. They're gonna make you pay a lot up front, but they're not gonna paywall it, which I think I really like. So I don't know, man. It's just Nintendo makes good ass games. As much, I mean, they haven't made all good games. Like I mean, Animal Crossing, fucking, what is it? The Wii U one, Pocket Camp. Like
That
not all of them are hits,
game
but like.
is...
Yeah. I mean, they're not all winners, but I mean, like, holy shit, they're pretty damn consistent when it comes to their mainline series.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if we're talking game companies, I'd have to say, like, Sony or Nintendo.
Yeah, that's why I'm like... trying to think of... Actually, no. Sony, so I can get my hands on a goddamn PS5. It is
Dude,
awful trying to find one of those things.
I might be dating it, and hopefully at the time of this being posted, I have one. But, like, I actually follow a Twitter account where it gives you the PS5 in-store alerts.
Yep.
And I actually got there, like, a second after they tweeted when there was going to be a new batch of them out there. And guess what? They only had it in bundles where you had to also buy it with MLB The Show limited edition. And do you know how much it was? fucking scalper price. I was like, no, I'm not going to buy a PS5 from fucking GameStop where I have to buy MLB, a game I will never play, for this shit. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not. I'm sorry.
Nor should you.
It was like, dude, it was like fucking $750. It was an extra $250 for like, maybe there was another game there I didn't remember, but it was like an extra game that was like limited edition, and I'm like, I'm not paying like $150 for an extra game there. Like, fuck that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was stupid, but there's the rant that ends it. We want a PS5, Sony. Get on that shit. I don't know.
Sponsor us.
This is us being greedy first world people.
Yeah.
Okay. I have nothing else to say. Thanks for joining us for Pac-Man 99. It's a fun game, not gonna lie. I just got bored of it now.
Yep. Peace.
All right, take it easy.